Welcome back, theme park fans, to another ranking video. Today, we're going to be ranking the now only 6 rides due to the closure of Primeval World at Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. Where did the rides land? Stay tuned for the rankings. Coming in at number 6, we got Kali River Rapids. Now, this is just like Popeye and Pluto's Bilge Rat Barges, except there's no theming and nothing really happens. You kind of just float around, you see like trees and other trees, and then you see trees getting knocked down, and then you go down, and then that's the end of the ride. It's very short, nothing really happens, it's very boring. This is a quick entry, but Kali River Rapids comes in at number 6 as a very disappointing and, in my opinion, terrible raft ride. Coming in at number 5, we got the Navi River Journey, which is a very, very, very well-themed boat ride. The only reason this doesn't have anything is ranked higher is because it was supposed to originally have a drop at the end, which before COVID, you tell me Disney didn't have the budget to build a ramp and have it fall down? Like, come on. They said it was due to budget cuts, so that wasn't included, but Disney has the money. They could have done it. Come on, stop BSing us. They probably still got the money, for being honest. Not as much, but they probably still, could have done it, even with Corona. So, the reason why it's at number 5 is because there's no thrills, but overall, the Navi River Journey is a great ride. Just for theming wise, it's a slow boat ride, it's in air conditioning, it smells really weird when you first walk in, but I kind of like the smell. But overall, it's just a very well themed ride, nothing crazy goes on, but at the end, there is an animatronic unlike any other in all of Disney. It's this giant, I don't know her name, but from the movies, a blue avatar lady. Thing's like 20 feet tall. It moves so fluently, so seamlessly. It's crazy how well that robot is. And it really gives it a boost in the theming department, which is how it gets above Kali River Rapids, because at least that has a drop. This has no thrills, but the theming is just so out of this world. Get it, Pandora? But theming is out of this world, and it truly is one of the greatest themed boat rides you're ever going to go on. Coming in at number 4, we got the Kilimanjaro Safaris. Now, there's no real thrills to this one, but it is about a 20-25 minute long ride, and you get to see all these animals all over. You feel like you're really out in Africa. It's not real themed, but that's only because it's theming in itself. It looks like where the animals would be. So although it's not like crazy animatronics and crazy this, crazy that, it makes you feel like you're in Africa, which is, I guess, kind of the point of the ride. And you see all these crazy animals. You see elephants, giraffes, some deer-looking things I can never pronounce. You see zebras. You see like 50 different animals you have a possibility of seeing, assuming they're out. And it really is really cool to get up close and personal. Like, I've had an ostrich right next to me. I know that's not the craziest of animals, but the deer-looking things sometimes are literally right there next to you. There's a lot of them that come up close, not all of them. And me personally, my favorite animal is a giraffe, and sometimes they're literally right there, and it just feels special being really close to animals that you love, which is how it gets the number 4 spot on this list. It really is an outstanding experience for all animal lovers. Coming in at number 3, we got Dinosaur. Dinosaur is a scary ride. Put it nicely, it's scary. The Dinosaur ride is just thrills. It's not crazy well themed, but it's dark, so the theming that's there makes it look really good. So I guess for what you're seeing, it does look really well themed. You really feel like you went back in time and you're trying to find his dinosaur that the doctor guy wanted you to come find so that he can look at it or whatever. I don't know what his goal was, I forget. Yeah, it's really good. It's really scary. You get your thrill that you're looking for. No big drops, and it's not that fast, but because of the darkness, the little slopes you go down and the speed that you're going with the wind, it really feels like a fast ride, kind of like the same effect that Space Mountain gives to you. It feels like you're going 50 when it's 25. It really is scary. It really gets your adrenaline going. It really is a well-themed ride. The animatronics are but they're older. They still look realistic enough where I still close my eyes and I'm 19. So you still get that thrill, you still get that excitement. It's still very well themed, although only partially because it's in the dark. But it is a really good, fun ride that is a must-do every time you go to this park, although with only 6 rides, pretty much every single one is. Coming in at number 2 is probably the best roller coaster in all of Walt Disney World. It's Expedition Everest. And I know some people are going to say Rock and Roll Roller Coaster is, but I don't go upside down. And it's still probably more exciting for most people to go on Expedition Everest, because you go really high up It's really well themed. It's this giant mountain, and you climb the side of it, and all of a sudden you're inside of it, and you see a shadow of the Yeti, and that's when you go down like the 60-foot drop, and you really get your taste of your fill, or whatever it is, of thrill. You get your fill of your thrill there. And it really is exciting. It's crazy. You see this big Yeti animatronic, and it really is scary. And it would have been scarier if it was like the original plans when he swings at you, but a few months after the ride opened, that was starting to fracture the inside of the roller coaster, so that effect was shut off. The robot just sits there now, but even with it just sitting there, it is really scary to look at. It looks real. It's scary. It gets right up close to you, even without it swinging at you. It's right there. So it's thrilling. It's fast. There's drops. There's speed. It's everything you want out of a roller coaster. And coming from Disney, it has everything you want with theming, and maybe not kid friendly, but it gets all the theming parts that you want from Walt Disney, which gets this ride at number 2. Coming in at number 1, we have Flight of Passage, probably one of the best rides you're ever going to go on. I know I said this about Hagrid's, and I'm going to say it about Rise of the Resistance, but after those 2 rides, this is probably the best ride in the world. Those are my top 3, so you already know who's going to win Hollywood Studios. But it is crazy how the wind and the water, like, you don't know that it's a mist machine. You think the water is hitting you with the 3D glasses that you wear. You feel like you're in Pandora. I mean, if you look down, you know you're not on the back of a banshee. But if you look at the screen, you feel like it, because the chair you're on breathes. Like, you feel the breathing, you feel the wind, you feel the water. Everything looks so real. It's not just like some crappy animation. It's like there. It's crazy how well this ride is. And when it first opened, those 10-hour wait times, maybe not now, but at the time, if you were only going one time in your life to Disney, it was worth the wait. It is a crazy detailed ride. Maybe not sets, but the simulation itself, it's crazy good. And I highly recommend it to anybody that ever goes to Disney and Animal Kingdom. That is the must-do ride there. No matter if it's 4 hours or just 30 minutes, you get in that line and wait. It is breathtaking. Like, literally, quite literally breathtaking. It's an experience you gotta do. And that's it for my rankings of Disney's Animal Kingdom. Let me know in the comments down below if you disagree and or agree with anything. I think this one's a little less controversial because Poseidon's Fury, I'm sure it was. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Like and subscribe down below. Like I said, let me know your personal rankings down in the comments below. And remember, there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.